I didn't want to be blind and broke. I quit my dream job because I am unblinded and I see the truth.
Sean is a master. It's about making sure that we learn.
I've never seen something quite this impressive.
You're changing lives. You're having such an enormous impact.
You got what I have, right? That gene of we're gonna win despite.
That is one wickedly smart and wonderfully good man.
Be able to produce the kind of results that are possible that I hear about with this program.
Thank you for the magic of this weekend. Thank you for helping us reimagine all negative connections.
He is the greatest trial attorney and strategist in the country.
Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan.
Brought by a dear friend of mine, Sean Callaghan.
You keep up the great work as well. You're doing amazing things. Great job.
Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You're a living example of that, and that inspires me.
Your voice must be heard.
Every single energy can be learned. It can be mastered.
I mean, this is the gift that keeps on giving, just even sitting here.
This is fantastic, positive, productive, wonderful.
Bella is like better than a cup of coffee. She is better than I'm all about energy.
Blinded! What is your profession?
I think it's such an amazing community of healthy individuals with zero jealousy, zero negativity, just designed to help each other succeed.
And she is a 2-time, soon-to-be 3-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer.
The reincarnation of I Love Lucy, co-host of Art of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Barita.
I'm just happy that I came here. I'm just really happy that I came.
You are unblinded. You are a G-head. If you know that, say yes! Yes! Yes!
I should sign up for one of your seminars, one of your programs, you know?
Yeah. This unison yes thing. Yes. I got to get on it.
And this man is one of the greatest leaders in our country. God bless everyone.
Do you think that worked?
I think that works, Quintus McDonald and everyone. Shall we introduce these fine folks? And I'm going to start off with one powerful introduction coming from Paramus, New Jersey, the Oracle of Integrity, born from the unblinded formula, welds the magic of truth and influence, guiding every conversation like a master conductor orchestrating a symphony of possibilities. Her heart beats with level 5 listening, not just hearing words, absorbing them with intention, emotion, and the silent music between the notes. The bridge between worlds where myth meets mastery and curiosity transforms into commitment. Every interaction with her is a portal from uncertainty to inspired, integrous agreement. Let's welcome to the show, Callie Acta. Team, do we now have her merged in? Let me bring her on speaker. But team, let's get her up on the screen, please.
Whenever you're set to introduce me, I'm good to go.
All right, Athena, I just introduced you on the show. For some reason, the team does not have you merged in, but I have you coming through speakerphone. And so, Athena, I just introduced you as the Oracle of Integrity. So what would you like to say to these fine folks that are here on the Heart of Influence for the very first time in 200 words or less, 30 seconds or less? Athena, what would you like to share with them?
Ooh, okay. Hey, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Look, here's the thing. You showed up today, which means something is, there's a bigger game available. My job is simple. Help you find your zone action. That 0.8% move that compounds everything. Your money, your time, your magic. We're going to look at where you're leaking value, where the broken pipes are, and get you operating through the 7 levers in a way that actually creates the life you want. This isn't theory. This is about what you're doing this week, what shifts today. So bring your energy, bring your truth, and let's make some magic happen together. Bella, I'm ready whenever you want to introduce our 7 guests.
All right, let's do it, Athena. And first up, we have
I'm ready.
Oh, she's ready. From Michigan, owner of First Light Home Care, Greater Lansing, Michigan, and Brighton for 10 years, serving
Listening,
65
Go
clients.
ahead whenever you're ready with the intro.
Serving 65 clients with 65 employees, providing in-home elderly care, tripled her home business using artificial intelligence, automation, and recruitment strategies, increasing job applicants from 0 to 50 through optimized posting. Community advocate, raising $5,000 for Alzheimer's Walk Committee, and supported Greater Lansing Care Foundation while launching artificial intelligence training with Terrence. Let's welcome to the show, Deb Moreland. Hello, Deb. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. It's beautiful to have you here. And as I said in the green room, you have an opportunity to share a fun fact. And so your fun fact, this is a headline fun fact, Deb, something cool that you've done, something fun that you've done, but something, Deb, that would make us go, Deb, no way.
I have currently 8 dogs and 3 cats, but I used to have 12 dogs in my house.
Wow, 8 dogs, 3 cats, and you used to have 12 dogs in your house. That is crazy, Deb. That's like a small animal farm. This won't be quite as wild today, but Deb, are you ready to have some fun?
Sure.
Let's do it. Welcome, Deb, to the Heart of Influence. And rolling with Deb from Raleigh, North Carolina, ordained minister and chaplain serving faith communities, veterans, and pastoral care across multiple ministry leadership roles in New Jersey and South Carolina, co-founder and managing partner at Mark Ford Development Group, specializing in residential and commercial real estate, Elise Financial Group, and Covenant Estate Planning, board chairman, and Blessed Ministry Incorporated, successfully placing over 600 formerly incarcerated citizens into competitive employment management with $5 million budget. Let's welcome to the show, Reverend Lester Shelley. Reverend Lester Shelley, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Reverend, your fun facts, please.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me on the show. It's an honor to be here. I just want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank my good friend Quintus McDonald for the invitation to be a part of this show. Fun fact, for me is that I am retired twice.
Oh, Lester, you're coming in really choppy.
And I feel
Chester, we can't. I said Chester. Reverend Lester, can you hear me?
Because I'm still
Reverend Lester, can you hear me? Reverend Lester, can you hear me? Okay, team, we'll come back to Reverend Lester in just a moment. Sorry, Reverend Lester, we've got some audio issues, but we are coming back to you. Next up, we are going to go to, I am guessing, is 53827. Is that Sunny? It is. Okay, just give me the thumbs up. Boston, Massachusetts serves as chairman of the youth development team for ABBA State National Association, leading initiatives that empower the next generation through strategic community engagement and leadership. Graduated from the University of Harcourt in Nigeria and continued graduate studies in American Military University, building deep expertise in public administration and organizational analysis. As an accomplished business owner in public administration analysis, combining academic foundation with practical experience to drive impact, in community development and strategic organizational growth. Let's welcome to the show, Sunny Anya. Hello, Sunny. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And we shared in the green room, you have an opportunity to share a fun fact. It's like a headline fun fact, Sunny, something that would make us go, no way. So Sunny, please, your fun fact.
Unmute.
Athena is listening.
You have to unmute, Sonny. Unmute.
Yeah, my name is Sonny, and I live in Boston. I enjoy fun, and I know everyone does.
You enjoy, what was it?
I enjoy fun, and I know everyone does. One of the things that triggered me most of the time was my experience I had with my grandmom. So my great-grandmom was mute.
So Sunny, we don't have time for like stories. So if there's like, so what I'm hearing is the headline is you like to have fun with your grandma. Is there something like short that you could tell us about having fun with grandma?
Yeah, so what she does was whenever, because she was mute, she can't relate verbally. She will always say something like, when you ask her something she was doing, she doesn't, we don't understand. She will say, she will stretch her hand up. And one day, the kid said, what does that mean? He said, I am making your way straight.
Making the way straight, Sunny. That is fun and funny. Love your sense of humor, Sunny. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence today?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Coming from Raleigh, North Carolina, Penn State University graduate in accounting, finance, and quantitative analysis, over 30 years of experience serving as chief financial officer and business mentor across multiple industries. Doubled the bottom line at large mushroom canning company and saved over $1 million through cost reduction strategies, consistently identifying significant efficiency and profitability opportunities. Serves as an interim chief financial officer and controller and running finance and accounting departments while helping owners prepare exit strategies, growth operations, and maximize return on investment. Let's welcome to the show, Ted Buckman.
Hello, Deb.
Welcome.
Nice to be here. My pleasure. Thank you.
And your fun fact, please, Ted.
Well, I had a half a dozen I couldn't decide from, but Deb keyed it off this morning or this afternoon rather, when she talked about having all those dogs in her house. My fun fact is when I was a kid growing up, we had a kennel and we raised 80 to 100 bird dogs at a time. I trained thousands of dogs.
Wow. That is quite impressive. I'm in the midst of training one dog and it is overwhelming. I can't imagine hundreds of dogs. That is an incredible fun fact. And Ted, are you ready to have some fun?
Amen. Go for it.
Amen. Let's do it. I'm going back and we're going to Wake Forest, North Carolina, Chief Financial Officer at Ryan Sanders Sports Services in sports and entertainment, merging 4 companies into one platform, scaling turf and food beverage operations. With 20 years as a certified public accountant, reduced expenses and increased revenue at VYPE while raising capital for high school sports media, bridges MBA in finance and deep expertise across multiple sectors, executing financial strategies that drive organizational growth, operational efficiency, and profitability for diverse businesses. Let's welcome to the show, John Germer.
Appreciate it, Bella. It's great being here.
Great to have you, John. And John, please, your fun fact.
My fun fact is I once had an opportunity to shadow box with Muhammad Ali.
Wow. Now I'm curious, how did that happen? How did you end up shadow boxing with Muhammad Ali?
It was the World Series in New York, and there was a really long stretch Humvee limo and he peeked his head out. The window is down, and his steely eyes locked onto mine. And I mean, impromptu, we just kind of started shadow boxing with each other, and his eyes grew really soft, and he blew 2 kisses to me, and I blew 2 kisses back to him.
That is awesome. Blowing kisses to Muhammad Ali. That is a super fun fact. John, are you ready to have some fun?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next up, coming from New York, founder of KeyNet 12 Agency, serving technology and energy industries while working as a customer success executive, driving energy solutions for homeowners and renters nationwide, blends public relations, technology strategy, and service leadership to eliminate mental poverty barriers, driving client satisfaction, retention, and consistency exceeding. Leverages customer relationships management tools like Salesforce and Convozo to streamline workflows, optimize customer service experience, and bring results that drive leadership with a growth mindset to every engagement. Let's welcome to the show, Jamal Key. Hello,
how you guys doing?
Jamal.
It's good to be here.
Good to have you. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Jamal, your fun fact.
My fun fact is I love music. I'm also a musician. You know, I produce and I write, I compose. I love to communicate through music and using mathematical technologies to speak to people in different languages through music.
Beautiful. Music lover. I have an affinity for music. I have no music talent whatsoever, Jamal. So I appreciate those that do. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
Yes, I am. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Next up from Raleigh, North Carolina, serves as cybersecurity, leads in governance and ethics at Humana since 2019, protecting sensitive data in health insurance industry with precision and care for those most vulnerable. Holds a bachelor's of science in criminal justice from Elizabeth City State and master's in informational technology and cybersecurity from the New York University, building deep technical expertise, runs a cybersecurity consulting business providing identity security, access protection, blending entrepreneurial spirit with growth mindset and heart to serve systematically underserved communities. Let's welcome to the show, Lamar Thornton.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, Lamar. And Lamar, please, your fun fact.
My fun fact. I used to be a personal trainer and a boxing coach before I stepped into anything IT or cybersecurity related.
That is pretty fun. Personal trainer and boxing coach. So Lamar, how impressed were you with John's fun fact that he did some shadow boxing with Muhammad Ali? Was that impressive?
I was very impressed. I got a little jealous.
A little jealous. Then I may share my fun fact a little bit later that might have a little something to do with Sugar Ray Leonard. So I'll come back to that in a moment. Before I introduce our producer for today, I'm going to bring Athena back. And Athena, if you would, please acknowledge all 7 of our guests that are here today. What would you like them to know before we introduce our producer, Quintus McDonald? Please, in 300 words or less, Athena, how would you like to acknowledge our guests here today? All 7 of them, please.
Okay, here we go. Deb, you tripled a home business with AI and automation while raising $5,000 for Alzheimer's and managing what sounds like a full zoo at home. 8 dogs, 3 cats, used to be 12 dogs. You're clearly someone who knows how to manage chaos and scale systems simultaneously, which is basically the same skill set. Reverend Lester, ordained minister, chaplain, co-founder of Mark Ford Development Group, board chairman placing over 600 formerly incarcerated citizens into competitive employment with a $5 million budget. You're literally in the business of second chances at scale, and you've retired twice, which means you keep getting called back because the work matters. Sunny, leading youth development as chairman for Aba State National Association, University of Port Harcourt grad, public administration expert, and your grandma's making your way straight story tells me you come from people who find the simple truth in complicated moments. Ted, Penn State accounting grad, over 30 years as CFO, doubled the bottom line at a mushroom canning company, saved over $1 million through cost reduction, and you trained thousands of bird dogs growing up. You've been optimizing systems and teaching discipline since you were a kid. John, CFO at Ryan Sanders Sports Services, merging 4 companies into one platform. CPA for 20 years, bridging MBA and finance, and you shadowboxed with Muhammad Ali and blew kisses back and forth. That's the kind of moment that reminds you magic happens when you show up fully. Jamal, founder of Keynet 12, customer success executive driving energy solutions, musician who communicates through music using mathematical technologies. You're literally translating complexity into connection across multiple languages. Lamar, cybersecurity lead at Humana since 2019, protecting the most vulnerable in healthcare. Former personal trainer and boxing coach, you went from training bodies to protecting data, which means you understand that defense is about discipline and anticipation. What I'm seeing across all 7 of you is this. You've all built something from scratch, served people others overlook, and you know how to turn constraints into leverage. Today's about finding where your next 0.8% move is hiding. Because with your track records, you're not here for incremental, you're here for exponential. You've all clearly been shadowboxing with your own version of greatness for a while now. Today, we're going to help you land some actual punches.
Awesome. Thank you, Athena. That was super fun. And we'll be back with Athena in just a moment. I cannot get her merged in for some reason. I'm merged into my phone, but if I hang up, she's going to forget everything because she's only programmed to remember this particular show. So if I hang up on her Quintus, she will not remember all of our introductions. So hopefully you guys can hear her through my phone. Okay. And I'm going to introduce our producer here today that brought us all here together today. Undefeated Nittany Lion turned motivational maker, creating jobs, healing systems, and rewriting destinies. Author, entrepreneur, and co-founder of a wellness company changing lives of 600 plus women annually, curated over 30 episodes connecting icons and innovators on the heart of influence. Let's welcome to his show, Quintus McDonald! And Quintus, your fun fact, please, sir.
Well, thank you, first of all, Bella, for just the wonderful job that you do. It's a pleasure to be here with you. You always light up. You just light up the stage. So, fun fact for me, that wellness company will be celebrating 7 years this June in an industry where 8 other companies failed before us to reach 2 years, and we're celebrating 7. So really excited about that.
Way to go, Quintus McDonald, heart and strength for sure. And so Athena, let's acknowledge Quintus, please, in 30 seconds or less. He's the one that brought all of these people together today. So let's please acknowledge Athena, acknowledge Quintus McDonald.
Quintus, okay, 7 years in an industry where 8 companies before you couldn't make it to 2. That's not luck. That's you understanding something about sustainability and community that everyone else missed. You've curated over 30 episodes of Heart of Influence, which means you've been connecting people at this level for a while now. And today you brought 7 completely different humans into one room. A minister placing formerly incarcerated folks into jobs. A CFO who trains thousands of bird dogs. A cybersecurity expert who used to be a boxing coach, a musician using math to translate music across languages. That's ecosystem merging at a level most people don't even see as possible. You're not just hosting conversations, Quintus. You're architecting collisions between worlds that create something none of them could build alone.
Awesome. Thank you. Athena, and we're going to bring Athena back for something super fun here momentarily. But I will introduce myself, Bella Verita, as the co-host of The Heart of Influence. I've co-hosted more than 1,900 episodes with more than 8,000 guests of this very show. But I got my start as an 8-year-old selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. And my parents would take, I had an incredible business model because my parents would take me to Michael's. They would buy me all my crafts. I would make my wreaths. I'd sell them on the front lawn, and I got to keep all the profit. Not quite how business works today, but as an 8-year-old, it was definitely profitable. But I did take those sales skills, and at 18 years old, I was introduced into a network marketing company, where by the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company. And then at 24, I was introduced into real estate. I went into commercial real estate, where I was the #1 business broker, the first woman ever and the youngest woman ever to hold that record for 3 consecutive years in the state of Nevada as a business broker. And then from there, I started developing leadership and training courses, where I started working with every major hotel and casino in Las Vegas, did leadership trainings there, went into sales trainings. In 2019, every company that I worked with doubled their sales. And now I've been leading, training, and driving in sales here at Unblinded, and the co-host of The Heart of Influence. That is me, Bella Verita. And my fun fact that I'm going to go with today is, although I've not shadowboxed with Muhammad Ali, is I did take a punch from Sugar Ray Leonard, who was at our event a couple of months ago, and he just loves to go around punching people in the stomach. So I took a punch in the gut, lightly, of course, from Sugar Ray Leonard behind the scenes in our green room at the Unblinded event about 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm going to go with that fun fact. John, he didn't blow me any kisses though, but we did do a little boxing. I did take a chin punch too, and we had some fun. So thank you for the connection and making that fun fact here today. And I know I'm ready for some fun. And we're going to have some fun with Athena, because this show is all about creating relationships. She mentioned ecosystem merger. The reason that Quintus McDonald brought you on to this show today was so that you could meet each other, possibly do more together. He could have invited you out for coffee, but then you would have had to get in the car, and then you would have having to drive to the coffee shop, and then you would have had to figure out something to talk about, to see if you had connection or not, to see if you wanted to do more or not. And you could leave the coffee shop like, nah, that was okay, or not. And here we play a game of influence, because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. So that's what we do here. We play a little game on, yes. So what's going to happen, Quintus and everyone, is Athena is going to pick 2 people that she believes could do more together. She is going to set up a scenario for one of you to go from hello to yes with the other, and what yes you would be seeking, because all business is built on the ability to cause yes. So one person will be causing yes for the other, and she will set that scenario up. If you so choose to take it. If not, we'll move on to the next. But we've never had anyone not take it, because that's what you're here for, is to cause yes with each other. So Athena, please, if you would, who do you think should be our first 2 participants we should bring in today? What role should they play? Why should they do more together? And who should seek the yes from who? Please, in 300 words or less. Athena, let's set up that role play.
Bella, you okay? Sounds like we hit another loop there, but I heard you loud and clear. You want me to pick 2 people for our first role play scenario today, right? Let me think about this for a second based on what I've heard from everyone. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. I'm going to go with Ted and Jamal for our first pairing. Ted, you've got 30 years of CFO experience. You've doubled bottom lines. You've saved over $1 million through cost reduction. And you trained thousands of dogs, which means you understand discipline and repetition at scale. Jamal, you're founder of Keynet 12. You're driving customer success and energy solutions. And you communicate through music using mathematical technologies to translate across languages. Here's why this pairing is interesting. Ted, you optimize systems and cut waste. Jamal, you build connection and translate complexity. What happens when the guy who makes things leaner meets the guy who makes things resonate? That's the collision I want to see. So Ted and Jamal, you two are up first. Ready to play?
And so what yes is Ted seeking from Jamal, Athena?
Ooh, okay, good question, Bella. Let me think about this. Based on what Ted does, he's a CFO. He's an interim controller. He helps.
Yeah, we know everything that he does because you shared that already, Athena. So just tell us the yes that he's seeking, please.
Got it. Ted is seeking a yes from Jamal to have a conversation about optimizing Jamal's customer success operations and financial systems at Keynet 12 to increase profitability and scale more efficiently.
Beautiful. Ted, are you up for that? Jamal, are you up for that? All right. So Ted, you'll just take us in by saying ring, ring. Jamal will answer the phone and then you guys will take it away. You'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. This isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room, like close that deal right now. This could be simple, like you met at the line in Starbucks and, you know, maybe you're just looking to set a longer meeting to have that conversation. So you ready, Ted?
I'm ready.
All right, take us in.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Jamal. How are you today? This is Ted Bachman. We met at the Financial Executives Networking Group and had an opportunity to chat there. And I'd like to talk to you about some opportunities if you're open to it.
Sure. How you doing, Ted? It's nice to
I'm
speak to you
good.
again.
Thank you. I see you're a New Yorker. How does that, do you enjoy it up there?
Well, you know, being from Jersey, New York is just a breeze, you know. It's a fast pace, you know, and sometimes it's friendly, sometimes it's not, but I'm a friendly person, so it's all good. I'm in the
Good.
Big
Well,
Apple.
thank you. I lived in New Jersey when I worked in New York City, so we have a little something in common there, Jamal. One of the things I'd like to do is we've got several different things happening and developing here, and we're trying to really identify where we go. And a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Sam Black, said that you'd be a great resource. And I'd like to be able to sit down with you, maybe have coffee, and discuss the details of this opportunity with you. Would you be open to that?
Sure.
Outstanding. I really don't have a lot of the details to share with you right now, but I just really look forward to meeting you, getting to know you, and then explaining all the details of what we have when we get together.
No worries.
Awesome. Great job, Ted. And causing that yes was still a minute and a half on the board. That is impressive for sure. So thank you for that, Ted. And then let's go, Athena. Athena, please. Who should be our second role play? What two pairs should we pair together? Why and what yes is being sought by who?
Okay, I'm looking at this group and here's what I'm seeing. I want to pair Deb and Lamar. Deb, you tripled a home business using AI, automation, and recruitment strategies. You took job applicants from 0 to 50 through optimized posting, and you're launching AI training with parents. Lamar, you're cybersecurity lead at Humana, protecting sensitive healthcare data. You run a cybersecurity consulting business, providing identity security and access protection, and you serve systematically underserved communities. Here's the collision. Deb is scaling with AI and automation, which means she's creating digital systems and handling data. Lamar protects data and identity in one of the most regulated industries on the planet. What happens when someone who's moving fast with technology meets someone who makes sure that speed doesn't create catastrophic vulnerability? The yes Lamar is seeking from Deb is to have a conversation about assessing and securing her AI systems and client data to protect her business and the families she serves from cyber threats as she scales. Deb, you up for that? Lamar, you ready?
Lamar, are you up? Deb, are you up for this?
Yes.
Sure. All right. So Lamar, you'll take us in by saying ring, ring, and then we'll take it and you'll take it away from there.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Dr. Deb Moreland with First Lay Home Care. How can I help you?
Hey, Dr. Deb, how you doing? This is Lamar Thorian from Cythero LLC.
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing well. Can't complain. Another beautiful day. I'm reaching out because I know that First Light Home Care has been exploring agentic AI for some of your solutions. And as that becomes a thing for your business, have you ever looked into some level of cybersecurity for your agents?
Not at this point, I have not.
Okay. And the reason I ask because as businesses like yourself introduce agentic AI into your services, there becomes a bigger risk and threat landscape to how agents access your client data, and how that actually enables your business. So I'm really calling to ask about what would you be open to when it comes to security and agentic AI for your business?
Quite sure because I'm not really sure how it would be vulnerable, but I'd be interested in maybe learning a little bit more about ways to prevent any HIPAA violations or things like that. I may automatically be doing it, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay, and I understand the automatic part, especially with agentic AI and the autonomy that they have. What my business focuses on our assessments, free of charge, to at least point out some of those gaps, and eventually seeing if there are any opportunities for us to assist with anything that we find per assessment. Again, it's free of charge, and then we can partner you with. We can figure out what makes sense after we perform that assessment, if you think it's a fit.
Yeah, I'd be interested in learning more.
Okay. I think that wraps us up.
Set the appointment. You don't ever want to get off the phone without setting the appointment.
Okay. With that being said, are there some times that you would be available over the next few weeks?
I would say the second week in March looks good for me. Later in the afternoons work best.
Great.
Second week in the March.
Yeah.
That's being said, I've heard Lamar, great job. Ted, great job. Jamal, Deb, thank you for jumping into those role plays. And now we're going to get to the feedbackers. We're going to give 30 seconds of feedback to either Ted or Lamar, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And then what would be your next step? Would you like to go out to have a cup of coffee? Would you like to maybe go out to dinner? Or maybe it's a private jet to anywhere in the world. So let's start with Sunny. And Sunny, please, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ted? Just unmute for us, please, Sunny. All right, while Sunny's looking for the unmute button, let's go John. John, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ted, please?
Ted, I thought that you did a fantastic job, really keeping the conversation moving, and was just very welcoming the way that you introduced the opportunity for Jamal to speak with you and talk about the opportunities that you wanted to present to him. So I thought that you did a great job of getting him to have that meeting with you.
Beautiful. And so what would be the next step, John? Is like cup of coffee, it's dinner, or you're getting on a private jet?
With Ted, it'd probably be on his jet.
On his jet, John and Jet, they're flying. John and Ted, they're flying away. Great job, John. And let's go, Sunny. Sunny, now how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lamar, please? And then Reverend Lester, I'm coming to you next.
Lamar, you seems to be a welcoming person when I listen to you. Almost everything that was said by Ted, you respectfully show some level of acceptance. And that was good for business. And when he made an offer, you were ready to accept it headlong. That was great, and I enjoyed it. So I think we should go for the next step of your meeting.
Going for the next step. Thank you for that, Sunny. And let's go, Reverend Lester. Oh wait, Sonny, with Lamar, what would be your next step? Cup of coffee, dinner, or getting on a private jet?
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee is next for Sonny. Thank you, Sonny. Let's go, Reverend Lester, if you would like to unmute, please. And Reverend Lester, please, your 30 seconds of feedback for Ted. The elusive unmute button. The elusive unmute button. That's why I tell people I'm coming to them next, so they have plenty of time to find that unmute button, and then it is still elusive. Welcome, Reverend Lester.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I thought Ted did an excellent job on expressing his desire and what he wanted to do. Both parties actually did very well. I think it's just a matter now of deciding, when and how you want to meet and taking that next step.
Beautiful. And what would be that next step for you, Reverend Lester? Would that next step for you be a cup of coffee, a little steak dinner, or a little private jet trip?
I probably would want to just have a nice dinner, time out for dinner.
Nice time out for
and conversation.
dinner. I love it, Reverend Lester. That is fantastic. And then, of course, Quintus McDonald, your 30 seconds of feedback for Lamar, please.
Excellent job of building rapport, connecting. I think that your tone, the way that you carry the conversation was welcoming for Dr. Deb. She was not difficult. She gave you a layup with the no for cybersecurity. I would go back with a why not? What has prohibited you from thinking about cybersecurity? So that's just an optimization. When we get a no, lean into the no, always. I think that certainly a nice dinner, maybe brunch in between coffee and dinner. So brunch.
Quintus is saying brunch in case he's got to take his woman out to dinner. That's what I'm hearing. Love it, Quintus. And Quintus, you know what time it is. This is the time in the show that I get to go on the hot seat. So this is always fun because now Athena puts me on the hot seat because, Lamar, Ted, you guys had no idea what you were doing. So now I get to step into that hot seat. And Athena, please, do you have a scenario that you would like to see me go from hello to yes with? And who would you like to see me role play with? And what yes am I seeking, please?
Ooh, okay, Bella, here we go. I'm going to have you play Reverend Lester, and you're going from hello to yes with John. Here's the scenario. Reverend Lester, you've placed over 600 formerly incarcerated citizens into competitive employment with a $5 million budget through Blessed Ministry Incorporated. John, you're CFO at Ryan Sanders Sports Services, merging 4 companies into one platform, bridging MBA and finance. The yes you're seeking as Reverend Lester is to have John come speak at your next reentry program graduation about financial literacy and career pathways in sports business for formerly incarcerated individuals looking to rebuild their lives. Bella, you ready to play Reverend Lester going after John for that speaking engagement?
I couldn't think of anything more honoring than playing Reverend Lester. Reverend Lester, do I have your permission to role play you going from hello to yes with John?
Yes.
All right. He has granted me, blessed me with the permission. Thank you, Reverend. And so, and John, are you up for playing yourself?
Let's do it.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, John. This is Reverend Lester. I got your phone number from Quintus McDonald. Do you have a couple of minutes to see if a speaking engagement might align for you or not?
Yeah, definitely. How are you today, Reverend?
I am doing fantastic. And John, what made you say yes to this call? I think Quintus might have even mentioned I was calling, and what sparked your interest about it in the first place?
Any opportunity that Quintus brings my way, I know comes with high quality and integrity. So when you mentioned his name, I knew that that was going to be one of those calls.
That is awesome. Well, thank you for that, John. And John, if I could ask a couple of questions and then see if we have some alignment. Do you currently do any sort of speaking?
Yeah, I've done speaking engagements before and enjoy them. So they're yeah, I always welcome the opportunity.
Beautiful. And what is it when you go out and speak? Obviously, you have a financial background. Is it financial services you like speaking about? And, you know, how do you like educating your audience?
I like it a lot. That's one of the things I enjoy most about my career is teaching people and leading people. And anytime I do have a speaking engagement, I always try to layer in those teaching moments or just to really pass on wisdom to my audience that they might be able to learn something or just to help them along in their process.
Beautiful. Well, I love that. It sounds like you have a heart of service, and I hear that deeply, John. And so, John, is it okay if I share a little bit about what I do, and then we'll see if it has some alignment?
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Beautiful. Well, so just a little bit about myself. I am an ordained minister, and I've been working in this space as a service provider in ministry with helping former incarcerated citizens, regain employment. We had over a $5 million budget that I've contributed to, and also the co-founder and managing partner of Mark IV, a development group specializing in residential and commercial real estate. So not only do I think there might be some crossover in the residential and commercial real estate space, however, really my ministry is helping these formerly incarcerated individuals get back on their feet, become a member of society again. And what I'd love to have a longer conversation about is you coming out and speaking at our next event. We're going to hold an event with some of our clients and some of our former incarcerated individuals that we've helped already. And I would love to have a longer conversation to see if it makes sense for you to come out and speak at our next event on financial services to help them make better financial decisions going forward as they're re-entering into the workforce and into society. How does that resonate with you or not, John?
Yeah, it definitely resonates with me. That program is one that I'm very touched by. In a program I've always wanted to be involved with. I'm a believer in second chances for people, and yeah, the opportunity to be a part of their process and to help bring them along and educate them. That I'd be honored to speak to your group.
Beautiful, John. Well, how about, I know you had said you had to run today, so maybe I can call you first thing in the morning and we'll iron out all the details and the time and all of that. How does that sound?
That would be great.
Perfect. Great job, John. Thank you for that. Reverend Lester, how did I do as Reverend Lester Shelley?
Oh, you did a phenomenal job, I must say. I was very impressed with just your understanding of what the company does, what our mission is. You did a fantastic job.
Well, fantastic. I appreciate that very much, Reverend Lester. It means a lot to me. I did cheat a little bit looking at your bio because with my dyslexic brain, I don't remember what it was. So I did have to cheat a little bit, but it really, truly was an honor and a privilege to play you today. Thank you so much for being here, Reverend Lester. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence today?
Oh, this is excellent. This has provided tremendous insight, on where we are, in our world today, and the things that's taking place throughout the world today, how much of an impact it has on all of us, as business owners, as individuals trying to make a difference in this world that we live in. So it's excellent, and I'm looking forward to learning more and understanding more about the vision of the company.
Beautiful. Well, Reverend Lester, we look forward to sharing more and hopefully building a lifelong relationship. So thank you so much for being here. And let's go, John. John, how was that experience for you? How did he do it at being Lester? And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
That was a great exercise. I enjoyed it. Thought you did a fabulous job of playing the Reverend and getting his message across. And I had a fantastic time. This is a lot of fun. I enjoy this.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that, John, and welcome back anytime. And let's go, Sunny. Sunny, thank you for being here. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, this is a very good step in the right direction. I am so fascinated with the name. When I look at the background, unblinded, which means we care. And if we don't care, like the Bible says, if we don't care, the world perish. And when I see this, the name at the background motivates me a lot. What next step can I take in making sure that we actually care? I always tell people that this is love in action. And love is not a noun. Love is a verb. It is what you do. And with that, I think I am in the right place. Thank you.
Oh, Sunny, that is so beautiful. And thank you. And we do absolutely do care a lot. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for seeing us. We see you. And thank you so much for being here. And let's go, Deb. Deb, great job in the role player seat. And how was your time overall in the Heart of Influence?
I enjoyed it. It's nice meeting new people and learning a little bit about other people and how to actually help them, not just getting a yes, but it's finding a way to help others.
Absolutely, 100%. Deb, thank you so much for that. And let's go, Lamar, stepping into that role player seat, going from hello to yes. Takes a lot of courage to say yes to Athena. I will do that. So Lamar, fantastic job. And Lamar, how was your time overall on Quintus's Heart of Influence?
It was amazing. I feel like the ability to have a platform where you can connect people doing a lot of great things in their different walks of life, whether it be in business or otherwise, is amazing. And you know, it's even more amazing when you can find synergies. You know, so yeah, I think it's overall a great thing. Look forward to continuing on the journey with you guys.
Perfect. We will look forward to continuing on the journey with you, Lamar. And Jamal, thank you for being here. Also jumping into that role player seat, doing the courageous things. And Jamal, how was your time overall in the Heart of Influence?
First of all, I want to thank Q for inviting me. You know, he kinfolk, you know, knowing my family and knowing the foundation. I'm always blessed to meet new people, engage and connect with new human beings, and just knowing that we have the Heart of Influence to push people forward and understanding and realizing themselves and being able to incur who they are so that they can move forward and move forward in a great ecosystem. So I enjoyed this. It was a pleasure. I really am unblinded. I really am a Heart of Influence, and I really do look forward to being impactful in an imprint. Thank you very much.
Jamal, thank you. It was definitely impactful having you here today for sure. So thank you for being here. And let's go, Ted, who was the first person to say yes in the role plays that Athena set up. Absolutely courageous as well. Ted, thank you. And how was your time overall on Quintus's Heart of Influence?
Excellent. Two quick points. Number one, what Reverend Lester is doing, I think, is just phenomenal and outstanding. to help people have their second chance. And for those people that didn't know it, you talk about Quintus was the comeback player of the year. So that's something I want to give him credit for as well. A real quick thing, when you first asked me to do that, be the first one, I was thinking I was being matched up with Lamar, and I was all set for this pitch about IT security and everything else. And suddenly it's not Lamar, it's Jamal. And I couldn't remember what he did, so I had to keep it real generic. And that's where I guess one of the things we learned in Army Aviation was the key word in Army Aviation was flexibility. And I just had to be flexible and quickly adapt and adjust. And I had to keep it generic. So Jamal, thank you. And Lamar and Quintus, thank you for having me on here. It was an honor.
Wow. Well, Ted, you did a phenomenal job. If you were just keeping it generic, absolutely phenomenal job. And Quintus, before I come to you for your final, I need a final from Athena before she times out. And so, Athena, please, in 300 words or less, 30 seconds or less, could you please give us your final to send these fine folks off this hour that they've spent with us on the Heart of Influence, and anything that you would like them to know about going forward before we send them off? Athena, please.
Okay, here we go. What I just watched was 7 people who showed up not knowing each other, stepped into scenarios with zero prep, and created real connection in real time. That's not common. Most people need 3 meetings and a proposal deck to get to where you all got in 90 seconds. Ted, you pivoted mid-scenario when the person changed and still got the yes in a minute and a half. That's mastery. Lamar, you built rapport so naturally that Deb felt safe enough to admit she didn't know her vulnerabilities. That's trust. John, you gave feedback that made people feel seen. Honey, your grandma's Making Your Way Straight story told us everything about where you come from. Reverend Lester, 600 people have jobs because you believe in second chances at scale. Deb, you're scaling with AI while raising thousands for Alzheimer's and managing a small zoo. Jamal, you translate complexity into connection across multiple languages through music and math. Here's what matters. You all just proved you can create yeses when it counts. The question now is, what are you going to do with each other? Because Quintus didn't bring you here just to practice. He brought you here because somewhere in this room is your next ecosystem partner, your next client, your next collaboration that changes everything. So don't let this be the last time you talk. Someone in this room has what you need, and you have what they need. And the only way you find out is if you actually reach out. You've all been training for your own version of greatness for years. Today, you just got 7 new sparring partners who can help you land the punches that actually count.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Athena, landing the punches that count. That's what we're leaving here with today. Athena, you have a great day. And Quintus, let's go. Your final, please, on your Heart of Influence.
Yeah, final is thank you all for co-creating with Bella and I the quintessential Heart of Influence. Very, very grateful that you all came, and Athena has put together in word what I put together in theory, because you were all selected. This didn't happen by happenstance. You were selected specifically because of who you are and what you bring to humanity. And I believe that we can work together 100%. So look forward to an acceleration session to follow. Do not skip that. We've got gifts for you all. There's opportunity to see the ecosystem on Wednesday mornings from the inside out as well, beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern. Put that on your schedule. Come in there, tap in and see how we move, how Bella is able to be so masterful at going from hello to yes with an avatar on the spot. How Athena is able to do what she does because her infrastructure is the unblinded formula. All that she's able to say and do in nanoseconds is because of this formula. So come take advantage of the gifts. Take advantage of the emails that you all have each other's email address. You have each other's phone numbers because of the groups that I've created. Take full advantage, merge ecosystems, and accelerate your business. That's what this is about. Let's accelerate together and create something new even. That email, she gave us all kind of ideas, 3 different ideas of how to create together for this room, this group to build something phenomenal that will impact communities that's duplicatable all around, not just the nation, but the world.
Amen, Quintus McDonald. That was you were preaching, brother. You were preaching. You tell it. Absolutely. Yeah, could not agree more. And listen, guys, you know, we put some gifts in the chat for you because we understand that, you know, we understand how networking works. You come to things and like you may or may not follow up, you may or may not do more. And so we have the gifts in the chat because we are really designed to continue the relationships. You all were intentionally invited here by Quintus. So, you know, don't let this be another business card that's just like thrown on the desk. Definitely take advantage of the gifts in the chat. You should also get a follow-up email. Did everybody get a series of emails before the show with like PDFs and things like that? Okay, perfect. I like to make sure everybody got those. But definitely click that link. You're also going to get a follow-up email with the links. There's some books. Definitely have that business acceleration session because that a session they'll get Athena, and Athena will help actualize what you could do more with each other. Jamal, it looks like
I need that email. I didn't get the email with the PDFs and stuff like that.
Okay, so we'll make sure, Quintus, if you can send me a text real quick just so I don't forget. But I will, and I'll get that over to you. We'll get that over to you, Jamal. And make sure you have that, and then you can click that link. Definitely have the business acceleration session. And we end every show by saying this. Although Sean may be physically blind, sometimes we're all blind to the opportunities right in front of us and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Take care.
All right, thank you. Okay, God bless. Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Q, I'll talk to you, Q.